All right. Well, this is our $20 million referral Zoom meeting. It's December, and we are getting ready for the new year, ready for January, ready for 2025, and wanting to help everybody be prepared to be the agent that everybody loves to hire and refer next year. So we will go fast as always. Get a quick 20 minutes in and get you guys out so you can keep on doing what you need to throughout your day. But we follow our 1, 2, 3 process here, where we want to position you guys as the real estate industry expert using your real agent brand story. Number 2, we want to make sure that your sphere of influence feels seen through consistent, valuable, and personal connections using the $20 million referral formula. And lastly, we want to help you build bonds and trust by making sure that your active clients feel heard and understood, and that's using our trusted client guide approach. All of this is to create the result of a predictable, a more enjoyable, and a more lucrative business for you in real estate. And if you want any more details about any of these or the specifics of it, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to sit down with you or take time on the phone to talk about each one of these and help you execute those in your business. All right, today, what are we going to cover? We're going to talk about what's new, what's coming up in 2025. We are going to go over a quick, easy database audit. We're going to talk about your annual letter coming out in January. 50 agents up 50%, and the why and how of that, and things that we have seen from those 50 agents. And then we are going to make it all easy for you. So if everybody's okay with that, we will jump right in to what is new for your referral generation activities in 2025. And we have some great new things coming up. First off, when we take a look at our $20 million framework, this document's very familiar to everybody. We go through each month and we have reasons to call, leave voicemails, email, text, mail, postcard, events, and gifts, all of it broken out to the time of year, what's appropriate, what's not, what makes sense. You can download it all at 20-mr.com and be able to execute your plan for the year very quickly. So coming up this year, new text, emails, scripts, and gifts. Graduation congratulations for middle school, high school, college, whatever it might be, but materials to help you with that. School district calendars. This is a unique idea from agents that they're using instead of sports calendars and creating magnets around that. It's leveraging it for school districts and helping those parents stay organized as well. It's a great outreach to build your sphere. Maybe you put together some magnets with the school district calendars with some branding on it for you and work with the school district to have that at the office or distributed to people at the school. Fire Safety Month materials. Again, both emails, text, scripts, gift ideas for that. October is Fire Safety Month. Nothing tells your clients that you care about them, especially after the transaction, than helping keep them and their family safe. And what a great way to do that through Fire Safety Month. And so we'll have a lot of materials coming out on that. 20 in 20 is materials around a 20 coffee meetings in 20 business days. And then finally, helping you all with your handwritten notes and specific messages that you can be writing and specific reasons why, so that if you run into any of that writer's block, you can push right through it and be able to keep that continued conversations going. So, but wait, there's more, because we are also coming out with new event standard operating procedures. Basically, it tells you everything that you need to do weeks in advance and each week running up to the event to execute on a client event. So we got brews, spirits, and cider. Basically, it's the same event, but different tours and events at breweries, distilleries, cider mills, and activities and suggestions from other agents to make those things go well and things to do at those events. Coffee shop buyout. So again, this can be for your clients specifically, or if you want to meet more people and bring more people into your sphere, a great event for that. Floral arrangements. This is more of a, hey, this is for Maybe it's around Valentine's Day, and it's a great event to get together and learn something new, a new skill for some people that fit your client base. And we have a new charity event as well that we will be laying out again this community building charity event to help you show how you're giving back and including your sphere in that as well. You will be able to download and access all of these on December 20th. So coming up very soon, they will also be added to our $20 million referral framework. So as you go through and make your choices through the year, you have those options for you as well. All right, so that is what is new. We're excited about all of those. And again, these are all proven activities run by other very successful agents. And so we're excited to bring them to you and share them with you so you can add to your success. All right, we're not going to go through the specifics of the January referral generation activities or the first quarter events, but you know you can download those resources and access them at 20-mr.com/January or 20-mr.com/first quarter. All right, let's talk about the easy database audit. Now is really a great time to be taking a look at, hey, do I have everybody in my database that I should? We all know we get busy. We all know that we're running through lots of deals. Sometimes people have gotten missed over the years, and we want to make sure that we're not missing out on any future opportunities and that they are getting the same sort of time and care and context that everybody else in your sphere is. So this is the dashboard for APINation.com. Great app that plugs into so many different systems. I'm just going to show you a very tiny bit of it, but you can use this to create all sorts of efficiencies in your business. In this case specifically, it's just to help us pull information that we already have. Many of you out there are either using Dotloop as a system for pushing all your transactions through, all the paperwork, all of the signatures. I know others that watch this may be using SkySlope in their area, and heavily some may be using Broker Wolf and other items like Broker Wolf transactions is also in here. So many different ways that API Nation will sync to different applications. It is super easy. We know that when we do a transaction, we have the property address, we have the client's names, we have the client's email address, we have all sorts of information in there. All you need to do is go and find what system you use. In this case, if it's Dotloop, when you click on it, you can say, hey, I want to select my Dotloop and have it download all of the participants and all of my loops to a Google spreadsheet. As long as you have your login to your Dotloop and you have your login to your Google account, and you click activate, it'll make the connection and it'll start downloading them. It'll do the same thing for SkySlope. It'll do the same thing for whatever program you might be using, as long as you find it on there. The great thing about it is it kicks out a spreadsheet that's going to look similar to this. It's going to have all of the property addresses. It's going to have, like I said, the names of your clients, their email addresses that you would put in there, as well as their closing dates. Now you have a great list that you can go back, check your CRM, make sure that you're not missing anybody that you closed a deal with years ago or maybe recently, if you feel like you may have had some people slip through the cracks. So I encourage you to do this. Super easy to do. Everything happens in the background once you have it set up. You just have to wait for it to crunch all the data for a little while, and you are all set. Now, as long as we're talking about that, let's talk about your annual letter. And well, going back to actually that Dotloop thing, so that's something that we do for our offering for all of our agents this year, to go ahead and pull that data for them and provide that spreadsheet so that they can do that audit just as a service to them. again, we want to make sure they're not missing out any of that low-hanging fruit. So we do that as an office here. So maybe that's something you want to ask your broker about as well to see if they're willing to do that for you. But we see that as a high value item because, again, like we talked about in these meetings, there's so much business, up to 50, sometimes 70% of business being missed right within our sphere of influence. So now that you got that list, why not use it to send out your annual letter updating them on the market, what happened last year, what you expect to happen next year, and create a call to action in there as well if they would like some information specific to their property that they own, or maybe it's their entire real estate portfolio. And this is a great template of a letter that we provide through $20 million referrals. You can download it through the QR code there or go to the website and get access. And as a special bonus for all of you that attend, we do this, and this is for our market specifically, but if you take a look at this chart, it shows the year that a home was purchased and then the average increase of, so if it was purchased in 2010, that property in our market has appreciated about 233%. And so that's a really quick reference point that you could make specific to each one of your clients that you're sending this letter to, because part of that data that you're pulling from Dotloop or SkySlope or whatever it might be is the close date of that particular home. So now you can make it a little more specific to that client just by leveraging this chart. Again, that's for our market here. I'm sure if you're in a different market, you can have your broker help you with this information or be able to pull it from your MLS as well. But again, this is something that we provide to all of our agents to help them do this in a much easier fashion. And that chart, for those of you that are in our market, it'll download right along with that document if you do it, if you grab that QR code previously. All right, it is 12:15, so we have just a few more minutes. Let's talk about 50 agents up 50%. And we're going to talk about this over several meetings and talk about the why and how and what we've learned from what they are doing to make that happen. We'll give a quick summary of some of those things. And then again, in future meetings, we'll dive deeper. First off, daily, weekly, monthly, some even quarterly non-negotiables. These are activities that no matter what are happening on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, in order to make their business go. I'll give you an example. If somebody wants to contact their sphere 4 times throughout the year, they want to call or text them 4 times throughout the year, take 2 letters of the alphabet one week to call and another 2 letters that week to text. That's 4 letters of the alphabet that you're calling and texting over the course of that week. And then you do that every week following. Even if you just do 2 letters of the alphabet a week over the course of 13 weeks, that's 26 letters you're covering. That's the entire alphabet, right? And if you do that 4 times in a row, that's going to cover the entire year, and each person will get contacted 4 times. So 2 letters of the alphabet may be a non-negotiable. There are many others, and we'll cover a lot of those in weeks to come. They're also working on creating remarkable experiences for their clients, meaning experiences that are worthy of remark, right? So things that they're going to talk to people in their sphere about. So what have you done and what are you doing in your real estate business to make remarkable experiences for your clients? Just a question to ask. And we'll talk about some of those in months to come. Processes for everything. And a lot of those processes lead to those remarkable experiences. They track and measure everything that they do so that they can make improvements and see what they need to change. Done is better than perfect. And this goes to, again, may sound a little counterintuitive with remarkable experiences, but it's really about, well, we are never going to have everything perfect. That video is never going to be absolutely perfect. So does it make sense to spend 4 hours on creating a video versus Could we just create that video in 5 minutes and get it up and posted? And will we have the same sort of effect? So that's a big thing as well for these agents. Done is better than perfect. And a major one is just simply asking for business and letting their sphere know that they need their business, that they're grateful for their business, and that they need their referrals as well. And that's a huge one for these 50 agents who are up 50%. Like I said, we will dive into those deeper over months to come and give more specific examples, but wanted to just get your mind wrapped around this idea and introduce it so we can continue to build on it over the next few months. All right. We are going to make everything easier for you. So this is the $20 million framework, the planner. Some people, when looking at this, has expressed, wow, there is a lot on there that's a little overwhelming, or they just have trouble deciding, wow, I don't know what to choose, and they really struggle with the selection process. And eventually, as a result, nothing gets done. They don't complete it and they don't execute on it. So here's what we did. That QR code there is a link to this one-page fill in the blank document. It's going to ask you just 12 questions. There's even some sample answers there to get your mind going in parentheses right after the blank. For example, my preferred method of connection with my sphere of influence is phone calls, text, emails, whatever it might be. Maybe it's multiple ones of those. You can put those in there. All we're asking you to do is answer those questions in the document and then take that document, select all of it, including this top portion. And here's what we're going to do. We jump into ChatGPT and we take the $20 million framework and we just simply attach it. That's what we're doing right now. We're finding it. I'm going to select the formula. There it is. I'm going to attach it. And then that spreadsheet, that fill in the blank, I copied all of that with my answers in there, including that first line that said, hey, here's what's attached. And I said, go. And now, based off of my answers, who I am, my personality, the things that I like or don't like to do, ChatGPT is saying, hey, here's what I would recommend based on who you are and based off of all these referral ideas you gave me. Here's your plan for it. I know you said, hey, you only have 8 hours a week to work on these things or whatever it might be. And here's how you can get it executed. So now the decision making is taken out of your hands, other than just providing some descriptions of what you prefer, what you don't prefer, what your personality type is like, those types of things, how much time and resources you have, and allow the AI here to get you to the next step. So I hope that's helpful for some people who are struggling with filling out that form. It puts it in some great terms as well when you read through this in ChatGPT, and it's all based off the things from $20 million referrals, and then you can go and grab those resources from the website. So I encourage you to check that out and give it a try. All right, so wrapping up, just want to remind you that to get started right away, because your future, the future of your business, depends on what you do today. So don't hesitate in getting that planning started and taking action on some of those plans. And as always, if you received value from what we send out from these meetings, we just ask you to share it with a friend, invite them to come along, and then just keep us in mind. If you know any agents looking for something new or different, we'd be excited to talk with them about how we can help them in their business. So with that, we'll wrap up about 20 minutes on the nose. Again, this is $20 million referrals, our monthly Zoom meeting with our goal of helping you be the agent that everyone loves to hire and refer in 2025.